Hello, my name is Omar Rabasad. It is 5:55 p.m., May 25th, 2019. I'm going to show you um, the tagging of my body 24/7. The power is turned up on my body, and I tweeted a picture of my swollen ankle. Well, my entire body is swollen because this power of this radiation and the scanning, because the account went global, so there are several people logged on at the same time in this torture program that's being carried out covertly, but everybody knows about it, including the cops who are taking part in it and flagging me. So this can be done. Um, you can see my face is also swollen. My sinuses are swollen. Be sneezing all day. So this is the radiation that's going on. My chest, my back. And this radiation also turns your hair gray because what it does is it kills these cells in the follicle, in the base of the hair, that produces the pigment. So, of course, I started going gray very early. There are two reasons for that. Number one, it's because there's focused radiation, and number two, there's radiation, just general radiation from the cell towers and so on. So and it feels like I'm getting a cold or an allergy, but really it's not. It's just this radiation that's causing it. The neck, the back of the neck. So just let me show you the temperature. Just went off on that. Notice the difference between the two sides. And 37.8 is a fever. So that's the effects of being radiated all the time, which is why I'm sneezing and I feel like I'm coming down with a cold. But really, it's not a cold. It's the effect of being radiated constantly and the power being turned up and down, up and down, up and down. See, the temperature is going down slowly because the pulses and the strength of the pulses are varying. Okay, so let's continue doing this. Let me show you the other side. And when you're being radiated like this, you almost instantly start looking old and start putting on weight because it messes with your stress hormone, your cortisol levels in your body goes up, and you immediately start putting on weight instantly. And there you go, back to normal, 36.5. 36.5. 36.5, 36.6. So, so right now I have a headache, and my feet are swollen. The knees, the upper legs, and the thighs were being pulsed continuously last night. Um, Somebody shouted outside the window, "No sleep for you. You got to open your legs for Rick," which is a black man, because Rick has the account. So the air, which is why I have a headache. Now keep in mind that this system is global. It's a tracking system. It's a recruitment system. It's a stalking and torture system. And it's meant to recruit women, kids, to sell them remotely. Because what is going on right now in this building is this torture, this increase in power, is to keep me in pain, break me down, and for me to keep my legs open so my legs, between my legs could be pulsed, so I could be trained, home trained, for the next person in line who's buying me because I'm flagged under the flagging system. That's the way it's set up, buying me, meaning they're going to put a deposit on me with the cops, with whatever agency is involved. And this person already put the order in what they want and what kind of customization they want. And this is what's going on right here. This is why this is happening. So I heard that people in the building are giving samples. The neighbors are giving samples. What happens is they invite people over and they look at me inside my home, and they try hitting you and remotely assaulting you to see how reactive you are or how obedient you are, and then take the contract because these people are looking for slaves. Now, I'm suspecting that this is exactly what's going on, and somebody just started knocking underneath the loading dock, underneath the unit in the loading dock. So the loading dock is used to by people to let me know by their feedback, knocks and hits with the technology that's around my unit, whether they like what they're hearing and how much they don't like it. Of course, they'll knock when they don't like it. And depending on how much they don't like it, that would be the amount of pain that they would cause by turning up the power. So they have a lot of power over you. And right now, my eyes just got hit. And there it is right there. And it's gone. So it was one single beam coming in, and it's gone. So they can actually get you blind. And that was what the knock was about. That knock was to let you know that that person is doing it, and that person will get you blind if you continue talking and exposing what's going on. And I do have a lot of floaters in this eye, and starting to get floaters in the other eye too, because as I sleep, my eyes are continuously pulsed. And sometimes the power is turned up so high that I would have a steel baking sheet, very thick a very thick one over my eyes, and even sometimes other things over my eyes as well. And I would still feel the pain and the pulses in my eyes. That's how high they turn up the power in your eyes. Now, places like India, Pakistan, in the Caribbean, Trinidad, Jamaica, all these places, um, this technology is being used. And could you imagine in a place like India, or in the slums of India, in the poor, really poor areas in the city. And, the kids I saw on a YouTube video, the kids that live around the trains and have no parents. You could imagine what they do with the kids with this technology. Experiment on. In Trinidad, same idea. Old people, the girls for trafficking, especially. This is a great way to recruit them and train them. And I'm hearing about, people who are related to me being married 3, 4, 5, 6 times. This is a version of being passed around. And this one person that I heard about was connected to somebody I'm suspecting was actually doing drugs and selling drugs, and drugs and human trafficking are related. And this was his daughter. So, this technology is being used by all kinds of organizations. A lot of people are saying the government is doing it. Well, as I repeated it, several times, I don't believe the government is doing it. I believe, like any other organization and every other group with power over people, they are infiltrated. I mean, anybody with power is open to corruption and open to influences that involves money and bribery in order for different groups to get their way. Bribery is common. Places like India, Trinidad, very, very common. So Sri Lanka, very, very corrupt. So why not Canada? As these people are coming in, people who are coming in from countries that are used to bribing their way and getting their way, why not Canada? I mean, it was practiced here, obviously, before, but as more and more people are coming in from countries that it's second nature to do it, the country itself is going to become more and more corrupt because the people who are coming in from these countries are going to be in positions of power. So they're going to be open to being corrupted by others of their own ethnic background, countrymen. Uh, so the country by default then is going to become more corrupted. So anyway, this technology is being used to to break a target, break a victim, in order to get the victim, make the victim do as the recruiters, the traffickers, the slave owners, because um, this whole program is really all about putting a slave level, enslaving people on a certain level and keeping them there. Because after all, if you have a country that you voted in a government and you're telling the police that lasers and microwaves, which are used all around us in our everyday lives, are being used to abuse us, and they're refusing to believe this, and then the first thing that comes out of their mouth is you're mentally ill, then obviously they're involved in this enslavement program because they're not doing anything about it. And that order is coming from above them because they're only doing what they're told. So the corruption and infiltration is at the top of the organization. So, as I said, this is not going to stop until somebody decides to investigate where these signals are coming from and why is it that the signals are around me. I'm sorry, are not around me, but body, my body is triggering the alarm. where are the signals coming from? And my body is being heated up, so it's triggering my autoimmune system. So your sinuses are triggered. Your body feels like you're having an allergic reaction, and really you are, because this is triggering your system to react as if you're allergic to it. And we are, in a sense, allergic to electromagnetic energy that is that the body is not used to. The body is reacting to being exposed to this level of radiation that it's not used to, and it's not adapted to. So it's triggering, the body is reacting. So it's triggering an allergy type reaction. Runny nose, sneezing, red burning eyes, teary eyes, cold-like symptoms, asthmatic, a feeling of being congested, symptoms of asthma, a fever, because as I demonstrated, that the temperature of your body is also elevated. Temperature goes up, so it feels like you're having a fever, and there you go. See that? That's a fever pitch, 37.8, because I've been continuously pulsed, 37.8. 37.8. So according to this, I have a fever and a cold, but I don't have it now. 37.6. The fever is gone, and somebody's knocking underneath the loading dock. 37.6. No fever, just like that. 36.9. And suddenly my fever is gone. And interestingly enough, so does that feeling almost instantly of being tired, as if you did have a fever. There is a feeling of tiredness. You become lethargic mentally as well. Your body just, it just, your level of energy just drops instantly when these beams hit you. See the variation in temperature there? Up again. Up and down as you're hit continuously with beams from all, and when the account goes global, excuse me, and my mouth is dry, several people are logged in. So several people are hitting you at different intervals and at different levels of power. So you'll find your temperature going up, your heart rate going up, and it's a constant fluctuation in your vitals, heart rate, blood pressure, temperature, and the way you feel, the energy level. And there's a difference between the temperature from side to side. Up again, up and down. So it's going on 20 minutes. And it'll be interesting to see what my blood pressure reads. Yeah, up and down by half a degree in seconds. I'm just going to see what my blood pressure says. And right now it feels like I have a heartburn. So the middle of my chest and my back is burning. The middle, the cavity of my body is burning because my chest is tagged. So I'm just taking my pressure. Just taking my pressure here. And the pressure is a little bit high for me, 122 over 80. My pressure is my normal pressure that I've been keeping it down at. I've been taking magnesium at my doctor's request, and I've been keeping my pressure down to about 110 over about 75. So it's a little bit high, 122 over 80. So um, the pain, as you saw, comes and goes. It's up and down, just like the temperature. When the temperature is high, the pain level is high, but as soon as it drops, the pain drops as well. So the pressure is reflecting that. So if I was taking the pressure all along, you would see a fluctuation in the pressure. So I'm just going to take it one more time. And as you notice, the um, the level of radiation has gone down. Maybe some people logged off. Maybe the system was turned off or turned down. But the chest is still affected, but not continuously. But my hip area, and there you go. And this is what I mean, 111 over 88. And you notice that there's changes in the lower number and the heart rate as well. So the one previous to that was 122 over 80 with 79 heart rate. And the one after is 111 over 88 with 76 heart rate. So there are changes. And the date and the time on this is not right. It keeps changing on me. So I have to keep resetting it for some reason. So the date on this is, it should be May 25th, 2019 at 6:19 p.m. So I'll have to change that, change the date and time setting on it. I'm just going to take it one more time and show you the fluctuation. Everything that I own, everything that I own electronically, my computer, I don't have a TV anymore, believe it or not. I stream everything I want on my computer. I have a really small computer. I have two broken laptops that's fairly big and well-made laptops that crashed on me. So all my computers were broken and crashed. I gave up on a TV. I don't have a TV. All my my cell phone is hacked, and that's about it. That's all I have right now. Um, I gave up on buying expensive technical stuff because they all break. They all somehow um, are broken or crashed. So here, again, the blood pressure changing fluctuations in the blood pressure, 118 over 76 and 71 heart rate, another change. So if I took these measurements throughout the day over and over, you will see that change, and it's going on 25 minutes. So I have to stop there. I'll talk to you another time.